Yep.
You can tell him with the phone call.
Hi guys, it's Steel Sky, and I have Money Maniacs, and of course the lovely boyfriend Mater's Workshop. Come on in. We're just gonna sit here, chat. If you got crafts, bring them on in, and let's go.
Yeah. So that was a doctor's office that just called, and they informed me that my doctor will not be doing post-op here. I have to go an hour and a half one way to go see him now, which now I need a doctor's note releasing me back to work because I have to take longer than till the 28th. That's going back to work. Seriously? What are you barking? Hang on.
And of course, you can see what little project I'm trying to get worked on right now.
Yeah, I actually need you to come get our little Barker because he dropped her off before 1, so it's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
Hi, Randy.
All right,
Hi,
let me
So,
in there and get her taken out.
Thank you.
I will have to now schedule and call them, schedule an appointment down there to figure out when I can walk 100% to when I can go back to work. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Mary. Mater actually is going to come in and kidnap the puppy because she's been in the bedroom. She's behaved. I don't have a mess, thankfully. But she's been in here a little over 3 hours, so she needs to go. Hi, Arnie.
Come on, Scout. Let's go outside. Come on.
You're going to have to take her because she's being a little stubborn, but
Come on.
she's nice and warm. She doesn't want to go.
Come on. Let's go.
Hi, Crystal. You take care, and we'll talk to you when you get home because I do not want you to hurt yourself when you're driving.
Thought I was blue. I'm not blue. I'm not smart.
Money Maniacs is blue. Billy Sean, isn't
See, that's what it was.
it? Type again, please.
What do you type again? I just typed. Hey.
There you go. Now you got a dress.
Oh.
Right, fine. Stop it. They're just working.
Right, they're just what's it?
She's hearing stuff from downstairs.
Oh, she's pretty. Bella, go lay down, take a nap. Don't look at me like that.
These are good girls.
She wants to be so stubborn.
She didn't want to get off the porch because it's wet ground?
No, she just didn't want to go to begin with.
Yeah.
Make sure that camera is pointing the other way.
Boyfriend's fixing to get dressed, so y'all guys are going to look at the wall.
I'd rather look at that anyway.
Yeah, well. Hey,
Thought he was already dressed. Didn't he already have clothes on?
He's changing into actual clothing. He's getting jeans instead of his
Jam bottom.
PJ bottoms.
And it's already 4 o'clock. Why are you doing it now?
Really? Because he's been outside smoking. Well, glad you're decent, Mary. I hope you get better. I'll be honest. I enjoyed the view.
Yeah.
I just have to mess with him when he does that.
Well, pajama bottoms are a lot easier and quicker to get off in case of
Emergencies. Yes, you're feeling well enough that it's not going to be an emergency. Okay.
All right. I got those on. That one's on.
See? Darn, he's dressed now.
Yeah, I got my jeans on. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
goddammit.
Yeah, it's because of all the stomach problems.
Yeah, with all the
And
digestive problems I've got and everything, having the sweatpants or something like that, a lot easier and quicker to get off in those times.
that way I'm not having to
Do as much longer.
Yeah. which we need to do a load anyway. No, I'm not going to wipe the smile off my face because I happen to think he's a very handsome man. So, nanny, nanny, boo boo. If I thought he was ugly, I wouldn't be with him.
Wasn't it?
Look,
He knows I treat her really
Trying to
good.
figure out why my cameras are all tweety wonked.
Was somebody gaming around your computer?
No, they know better.
Puppy, hey! Lurk and work all you want.
There. I guess.
Because I started a blanket at concession, and I was working on it on his live stream last night, and I'm just now on this outside row. So, hi Juan.
Hi Juan, hi Cuppy, hi everybody. I've been missing everybody in chat. Sorry guys.
Yes, Trouble's
Hello to
here.
everybody.
Hold up 1 second.
Oh. Have a good day, honey. I love you.
no, you too.
Oh, she's off to work.
Hi Tank. Sorry about that, guys.
What the?
Exactly. Yeah, I was talking to Mater, and it's nothing major, but keeping up with the household stuff. So, and since he's going back outside, y'all guys will see him in a few minutes. Yep. If you have someone that you're with, and that even for me, it's been a year and a half. Year and a half down the road, he still looks good. Money and his wife have been married how long?
We've been together for 5, going on 6 years. Married for a year and a half now.
Okay, so y'all guys, we're not married, but we've been together a year and a half. So y'all guys have been married for 5 years, basically, or together. And to you and her, y'all guys are both really good looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Tank loves her husband and thinks he's cute. Mary, you think yours is hot, so hey, we're all good. Oh. And hello, goodbye. We are going to time you out. Oh, I thought I deleted them. I do apologize. And I'm going to remove all that. If it'll let me do it. And timeout. Because, yeah. And not even 10 minutes into the live. Why not? And they're not even after me.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty boring. They're just watching, waiting for people to go live just to be done.
Yeah, that's
That'd
not
be a
something
pretty
I wanted
boring
to do, but apparently I'm going to have to do.
Yeah,
I didn't want to have to set it for subscribers only. So you guys give me a minute. I'm on the YouTube side. I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty boring for that to happen.
No, I know what it is that there's a couple of people that they're after in the YouTube community, and I am subscribed to them.
Whatever.
And thank you, my dears. And since I am, let's see, I need to go into stream settings, I believe.
Now you got to be on YouTube to get to it.
Okay, I'm in my YouTube in my analytics.
Okay, hang on. It's customization. I'll be right there.
Okay, well,
It's a little tricky until you actually learn what to click on. Then it's just dip, 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 dip. Right, Mary, that's so true.
It's a lot easier to show you than try to explain.
okay, I'm just gonna hand it over here and watch him, so y'all guys get to see Mater on me.
Okay. Yeah, you need analytics.
Okay.
And you're supposed to do this before.
I haven't had any
know,
problems.
I know.
So, and I did not want to have to do it
I know.
because of those idiots.
Okay, as soon as it all brings everything up. I'm waiting on it to bring everything up. Where's the see, that's the thing. You got that. That needs to go there.
Thank you, mods, for doing everything for me.
Just bear with me. I'm working on it for.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to at least. Might not be able to do it from the.
I almost had it the other day, but
I know it was. I know it's on. Yours is not showing it. Hang on. Yeah, for some reason hers.
Yeah, I know. Tank is really good at this, and that's literally she was one of the first ones I made a mod.
Yeah, I know.
The first
I
time
was in the process of getting the next one, and she already whacked it in. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
As soon as Tank came into my chat, I made her a mod.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. Her tablet is really.
It's a Chromebook, and I'm the third owner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 strikes. One, it's a Chromebook. Secondly, it's you.
No, I don't need that.
Let me just shut my YouTube off.
All right. Well, gotta
Okay.
figure, because that down there at the bottom is not working.
We'll
Probably
play.
gonna
We'll
start
just
doing
play.
everything.
We'll just play Whack a Grandma. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
do
Me.
stuff like that, or get it set up to where you can start.
Tank,
doing
just be
more.
on guard, and between us, we're gonna play Whack a Grandma.
Apparently, because that's the name they're using.
And Grandma going Whack a Grandma 2. We're just gonna play Whack a Grandma 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, it's just.
And then Arnie's right. I'm ready to vaporize.
Yeah, Arnie, there's a slight problem with you vaporizing him. You can't because Tank's already got you.
Yeah, I thought I'm pretty quick at it, and even Tank beat me, and I'm like, wow.
Oh,
Yeah, Tank is really good at that.
So what are you doing, Crystal? You starting to do like Tuesdays and Thursdays going live, or what? Are you doing?
I'm going to try for Thursdays in the afternoon because Tuesday afternoons because it's when Mater is not live. I don't have to worry about him.
yeah.
No, I just didn't know if you were, just kind of. Oh, there's Grandma 3
Again?
Yeah.
Boy, you're boring. You can't even get an inventive name or an inventive wording that you're putting out there.
Right. Apparently, they can only spell one word.
Yeah.
Well, I'm reporting them.
Yeah. And unfortunately, since they've already come in, I can't do anything about the
You need to start spelling more, like Holy Bible, Holy Ghost, Scriptures, God. Start spelling some other stuff. Those are easy words. God, G-O-D, it's 3 letters. There, I spelled it for you. It's not hard.
Let's
There's
see.
Grandma 4.
And-
I already got that one.
Yep.
There it is. Subscribers only mode now.
Oh, you
Yep.
got it. Good.
For 20 minutes or longer. Wow. Well,
Yep. Good. That's what I was trying to find on there.
I got it. I found it.
Good.
So if y'all ain't subscribed, you might want to get into it now. It's going to be 20 minutes for you to say anything.
Oh, honestly, I'm probably not going to be shocked, Cuppy, because they're chasing somebody else, and and I don't care. I mean,
So
but I know one thing I can do that will fix it, and
Like I said, go in there like what you just did and get it set up for subscriber mode only.
no, if y'all guys want to come up, you're going to have to get a hold of me, and I will send you a message through Messenger.
Don't you have the link pinned or no?
Not now.
Yep. She's unpinned it.
Yep.
Sorry. So everybody knows what I've been up to. Staples in the back. They're still there. I have to go to the ER tomorrow to get them taken out because apparently my surgeon is too busy to see me and a bunch of other people. Whatever.
Mm.
So now I got to go to the ER tomorrow to get my staples taken out. But I do have to make an appointment with them an hour and a half away, one way to. I got to get a doctor's note before I can get back to work.
I can get them out.
Yeah.
I got staple remover right here.
Before my boss will let me back to work. But anyway, what do you guys have been up to?
Crochet. Hi, Jeannie T.
Looks like Mater's been out there making a mess.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to make them.
Hey, not only can I remove staples, I got ways of taking care of teeth too.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I think I know who it is. It's I know there's one troll that's going after somebody that's in chat, and we're going to leave that where it's at. And there is either one or multiple that is going after a bigger monetized channel.
Yep.
That she has a almost 3 months old baby. And they started while she was in the hospital having the baby.
So they just want to pick on the little guys.
Hey, and Billy, hey, hair removal.
Yeah, exactly, Cuppy. Because it was all. I went back and scrolled through. Whoops. Not what I was doing, but I went back and I looked through what they were posting. Like you said. And that's exactly what they are doing to that bigger channel. Is they're spelling out words like that and other words that are supposed to be insulting, and they're taking legal action. That other channel is taking legal action because they threatened not only her but her daughter they gave her death threats.
I'll give you a lesson today. Whether you want one, I can get it anyway. Did you know that any word in the English language, Hebrew language, Latin, Spanish, Italian, French, pick a language. Any word in that in the earth, in the universe,
Mm-hmm.
is only a negative word if the person hearing it hears it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know the word stupid, shut up, those are not negative words. They were used in positive ways way back when. Generations started making things negative as we keep going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So every word now that we know is negative for that reason.
Yep.
And I
Okay,
was like,
thanks, Arnie. But
oh wow, I actually started using some in
I
my head.
will,
And I was like,
Arnie, do not send it out unless I tell you that that specific person is not on my Facebook,
Yeah.
because that way there's no hang-ups on who comes up here.
Right.
And I've only got 3 open spots anyway.
Now, Billy, I'll play like this. Now, there was a word that was very commonly used 100 years ago,
Hi, Tommy McGee.
and it basically you could say that about anybody, and nobody would take offense to it at all.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Now,
have no doubt, Guppy.
nowadays,
No
if you
doubt.
say that, it can be taken offensive
That's
if you
why I
say it
said
to someone.
new generations, so forth and so on, have just like in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the Bible, the word ass is in the Bible.
Yep.
Yeah, it means
Yeah, I
donkey.
just said the A word. Why? Because it's a donkey.
Yep.
It's not your bungle.
Yeah, Guppy, I am,
People.
but I'm in agreement that that's what I was saying, is that there was someone that there was one after someone in chat, and
Yep.
like I said, yeah, take all the legal action you want.
Because just like the B word,
Yeah,
the
it's a.
definition is a female dog in heat. That's all it is.
Yep.
I have a bitch over
Right.
here. She's
Yep.
blonde.
You
Yep.
know, that's all it is. A female dog in
Yeah.
heat. That's it.
You can say that word when referencing animals, and
Right.
you can say
But people
when
take
referencing
people
animals
take
or
words
the
like that
Bible.
and they just start throwing them out negatively
Mhm.
to start an argument.
Well,
to
the
start
4-letter C word that person was
Right.
typing, that is actually a partial medical description.
Exactly. So
And
that's why I mean, I'm not saying now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and just start saying
No.
all these words. But what I'm saying is, if you think about it, because God was the same yesterday, today, and forever. When
Yeah.
these words came about, none of our words that we use were ever meant to be derogatory, demeaning, or negative.
Nope.
Yep.
But the context that we use them in now, because human nature has to evolve
Mm-hmm.
for worse, not better. Let's just call it what it is. In some things, and
Yeah.
here this is where we're at, and that's just so. And that's why I say it that way. It's nothing demeaning that
Hey,
I'm saying.
Breezy.
Hey,
It's all
Breezy.
fact. You look it
Right.
up.
Well, it's just like like I was saying, 100 years ago, if if I walked up, like I said, 100 years ago, I could say, "Oh, well, you're gay," and you would take that as a compliment.
Oh, yeah, because
But
I'm very happy. I still use the word gay as happy.
right,
Why?
but I'm saying,
Because I
but
grew
now
up with the
it's
Flintstones. We're gonna have a
right,
gay old time.
right.
Mhm.
But what I'm
Sorry.
saying though is, if you walked up to someone today and said that to them, and they weren't, they didn't,
Yeah, you're liable to get beat.
Mm-hmm.
right, because it's taken a totally different turn.
Well,
As far
there used to be a saying, "Gay is Dick's hat band," and that just meant you are very bright, very happy, very upbeat, you bring happiness as the hat band on this guy's head.
right,
That's what
Exactly.
it meant.
Now, and I hate that now you can't even. And it drives me crazy. But you can't even fly a rainbow or have a rainbow without someone thinking, "Wow, I didn't know you're part of the LGBTQ." That's not what the rainbow is meant. It was God's promise that He's never going to flood the earth again. That's what the rainbow was, not homosexuality. Where did that show up with the rainbow?
and
I don't know where they took
if
that
you
from.
notice, right, and if you notice it after every storm during the day, you will see a rainbow.
Yeah, because it's God's promise. But
Mm-hmm.
he's not going to flood the earth again.
Yep.
That was his promise. He never said he's not going to come down, fire and damnation all over it, with a meteor shower or something. He didn't promise that. He just said he wasn't going to flood it again. That's all he said.
Right. And that's
So,
exactly what the rainbow means. It's God's promise that He will not flood the earth again.
and they made that derogatory now, because now you can't even find a rainbow unless you're in a derogatory meaning of like LGBTQ or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously, it's a rainbow. It's just
Oh,
colors.
here's one. I read a news article. It was the only thing is I forgot where the school is.
Excuse me. Yeah.
A teacher had taken down the American flag out of her classroom because the American flag was offensive to her. I'm not knocking it. I'm telling you what the article said.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out where was it offensive. I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Yeah, but to her the American flag was offensive. And some of the children said that, well, we're supposed to say the Pledge of Allegiance. She put up a pride flag.
Oh boy.
You pledge allegiance to the pride flag.
Nope.
Guess what hit TikTok, Instagram? Guess what went viral like that? Guess how many parents went down and she ended up getting fired.
Removed. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
they have
I was
an I
gonna
pledge
say-
allegiance to the flag. They
Mhm.
have a pledge allegiance to the Christian flag. They
Mhm.
have an I pledge allegiance to the Bible. So I'm sure there's I pledge. Did you also know that they came up with a thing as I pledge allegiance to the Israeli flag because we're supposed
Yeah.
to be their allies because we started as a Christian-based country.
Yeah. Now
Israel was always an ally.
I'm not saying it's wrong for her to put that in there, put the flag in there, but to force her students to pledge allegiance to something they may or may not believe in, that's where she was wrong. And depending, I don't even, it didn't tell what age the children were. So I don't know if they were second graders or if they were eighth graders. I don't know where they were at. So whether it's them or the parents, she can't. That's not allowed because it's also might be against school policy.
Yeah, that's like it.
Yeah. If you're going to, I would raise you pledge to the American flag.
I'm gonna let Mater put his 2 cents in, and I'm gonna shut up because this could be a rabbit hole that we could go down and real dangerous.
I don't have a lot to say so because I do have family members that flip flop, and I've got a couple that are, ooh, hello, nice. Ooh, I like them buns on that guy, and they're a guy looking at them, or a girl going,
Right.
well, I like her rack.
Well, two things I was going to say. One is, believe it or not, here in Texas, we actually have pledge of allegiance to the Texas flag.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be not only in the school systems did they do the pledge of allegiance to the United States flag, but right afterwards, they did it to the Texas state flag. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if Crystal would want me to talk about it, but it was on a video that I saw yesterday. And this is something that was reported in a certain newspaper. I'm not going to say which one, but they were trying to twist something that was passed.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, because that's a 25-year-old law.
Okay. Back in 1997,
Okay.
the Texas Senate and House and everything down in Austin, they passed a law to have child identification kits passed out to parents.
Like
and at that time,
fingerprint cards, stuff like that.
fingerprint ID, no, it was a fingerprint, but DNA, stuff like that. And the reason behind all that is in case of kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was for identification of, say, your child got abducted, and it would be, say, someone in a different state said, hey, this looks like this person, this kid and everything. It's an easy way. Oh, we got the fingerprint. Okay, is it them? Yes, it is. Or say, they get abducted, and 20 years later, they find the skeletal remains. They have a positive way of identifying. Okay, but now a certain newspaper from the East Coast has decided to try and turn it to where it's dealing with gun violence. They're saying now that it's dealing all because of the different violence and shootings that are happening in schools.
Yeah, and they reference Uvalde.
Yeah, and yet this is something that was passed, and it's a national child identification.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
just
in
it's world. It's over the United States total.
Oklahoma. My daughter is 20 years old, and she's the oldest of my children. And I was able to get an ID kit, a safe ID kit is what it's called, I believe. It may be something different per state. And when she was 10 is when I was able to start getting them because that's when they started integrating into the Oklahoma City school system.
All right. So you do it in Canada. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Um, and speaking of on a subject of that, you guys saw the news article about the school shooting in St. Louis yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
Now
that.
I'm just glad because I try to find positive out of everything that it was only one teacher and one student because they did come out that this person that was shot dead by the police officer, the gunman, did bring 600 rounds, and what his intentions were, it was depleting the whole school.
Mm.
So I'm glad that.
Minimal casualties.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm glad it was only two because that's not very heartfelt. I'm glad that it wasn't more than two.
Right.
I'm sorry and I'm sad that those two had to endure that, and however many others that were very wounded.
Right.
But I'm
Now-
just thankful that it wasn't more.
Now, one thing that I'm going to put onto that is a different video I wound up seeing, and it came up with There's two different things that had happened. Okay,
That's
One
okay,
was-
Ashley.
there was a person that he was a felon, that he actually had gotten shot and everything, was actually in a hospital, and somehow gotten out of custody, and got somehow got his hands on some kind of a firearm. Okay, how he got it, don't know. Don't know if it was smuggled in, but a security guard that worked there found out about it, confronted him, and the security guard was armed. Guy was shot and killed. Okay, but here's the thing. Myself, I have a CHL. So in other words, I carry, most of the time when I'm out and about. But yet, I know for a fact that any hospital, doctor's office, federal or city office building, I'm not allowed to carry inside there. But because it's supposed to be a gun-free zone. Same way with schools.
Mhm.
But yet, how is it then that a person can get inside of a school building with one? That's one thing that
Because not all schools have metal detectors and things of
right.
that
Well,
nature
it's
yet,
also
and they
the
don't
fact is
check.
right. Well, I know that some schools here in Texas, they're actually going. This was several years ago. They were actually allowing teachers to go for their CHL and to
Yeah.
carry in the classroom.
In our coin
They should
and
do.
in the coin community, we have teachers in the
Right.
coin community very known. Nerd analyst is one of them. We have a few other teachers. Nerd's a math teacher, obviously. Nerd analyst is math, and he said that he does high school math, and he said honestly, it should not fall on us
Mm-mm.
to carry guns. We are there
No.
to teach your children how
Right.
to read, how to write, how to live life, how to get their grades up, school arithmetic. That's what I'm there for. I'm not there to put my life on the line for everybody else. If that was the case, I would be a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with him. I said, okay, so what do you think the solution should be? He said I don't know what's going to, and this is the quote. He said, I don't know what's going to have to happen, how big a casualty is going to happen, because we've had plenty of them. by now.
Right.
It's going to have to happen, and before they federalize more strategic laws in the schools of who comes in and out during business hours, how
Mhm.
many exits and entrances are locked and unlocked. Because you can go to any one school and find 10 exits, and you could probably get into 9 of them without anybody
Exactly,
getting to
puppy.
you.
Thanks.
And you could be in there, and you could get in there and be in there for 5 to 10 minutes before someone starts looking for you. That's
Mhm.
5 or 10 minutes of classrooms being demolished.
Right. And
Anyway, the
right.
point he was making is he said they need to federalize, not peace officers. Don't get the cops in there just to sit behind a desk in the office. What good are they doing? They're doing the same thing we're all doing. We're sitting behind a desk. The only difference is they're carrying a weapon. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. That's all. And he'll patrol once an hour. He said, no, we need to get people on the ground. And he said, I don't want to see a school become a war zone, but they're making it one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the best course of action, but he said we need to get 4 to 5 security officers or more, depending on the size of school, the size of colleges, the size of universities. He said, because honestly, we have this problem now from kindergarten with the kindergarten kids taking in their daddy's gun just to show it off, be cool, all the way up to university level. We have the problem everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
So he said that they should have officers that is their job. You know how you got like traffic cops, you got beat cops, you got detectives. They should have just school officers. That's their jurisdiction, is the school property.
Yep.
Nothing else in the school or the university, unless
Right.
they're on pursuit, and then they have to go off property. But
Exactly, Hank.
Yeah.
so he said that's what they need to do is federalize this. He said, but I don't know how bad it's going to have to get before they do that, because he said, yeah, there are some teachers. Well, yes, we'll love to carry guns and we'll protect our kids and our own. He said, but at the same time, it should not be a requirement on us. It should just be if you want to.
A choice.
Right. Give them
I'll be
the choice.
honest. It is going to take over the course of a year, like from a school year, start to end of a school year. It is going to take where at least 6 high schools where the graduating class average is over 1,000 children. It is going to take those being taken down.
Yep.
It will take those numbers to get it
I
federal.
know, and unfortunately, that's sad because I mean, how many students? You got 3 different parents now when it comes to schooling. You've got the homeschooling because of COVID. You've
Mhm.
got the homeschooling because of the shootings, or you have the homeschooling, or you have the parents that actually want to send their kids to the public school. You've got those 3 types of parents at this point.
Mhm.
2 of them are homeschooling, one of them is going, and a lot of the times the ones that go, they prefer they didn't have to send them, but they have to work.
Mhm.
They don't have time to sit there and help their
And
kids
do
all
what
day with the
what needs to
schoolwork.
do to get them an education at home.
Exactly.
And the weird thing about it is, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. When I was going to high school, I guarantee you, in the parking lot, you could walk up to any one of them, and they were unlocked. And in the back of a pickup truck, you're going to find a rifle or shotgun inside, and they were loaded. And I guarantee you one thing, that the person that had that truck, if they got into an argument with somebody, they did not immediately want to run off to their truck.
No.
That argument was decided with your fist. It was not decided with a gun.
Yeah.
That was the old way of how things were handled in school between 2 students that got into an argument.
Yep, but that's not how it goes now.
But now, I'll say
Um,
this: in gym, in PE, and everything, if there was an argument like that, the teacher would say, "Okay," he would stop the class, whatever we were doing, and he'd get the boxing gloves out and say, "Okay, here, you two go at it."
And exactly,
And that's
Tank.
what kids are doing.
The female spouse, in the biblical sense, was never meant to work. But um, unfortunately, we're in the times now where unless your husband is making almost a couple of $100,000 a year, there needs to be more than one income household.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
I was a
it
single
does
mother for
not
20
work.
years.
It
I had
doesn't
no
work anymore, and that's
spousal
sad.
support.
I loved, and I wasn't born yet, but back in the 50s and 60s, early 70s, and here's why. Mom stayed home, most of them.
Yep.
Raised the kids. Dad went to work. They still had the house. They still had the yard. They still had the dog. They still had the cars, and they still went on vacation, and they still lived. They weren't surviving.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And now, when it's two adults in the household, whether they're married or not, it is two of them to survive.
And at some of them, they're barely even doing that, surviving with 2 paychecks coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Because between now, with all the home security you need to pay for, all your cell phone bills, your electric, your mortgage, your car. Don't even get me started on how much a truck costs at this point.
Oh yeah.
I was going to go look for a truck. I might as well go look for a Tesla.
Oh,
Yeah. That. Well,
because the Tesla and the Silverado are only within $10,000 of each other at this point.
yeah. Now,
And that's sad.
Lola.
Now I'll put it like this: for me, growing up and everything in the '70s, yeah. Now both my parents did work and everything, but my mom actually had her job before my parents got together, so I can understand that.
Right.
And my mom had a damn good job working for Southwestern Bell as a phone operator.
But my mother had
Like
that
I
job
said, that was what she had before my parents had gotten married. So she didn't give that up. And but the thing about it is with her job and everything, yeah, she actually made more money than my dad did. But it's a fact is that with both them working, we were able to go, like you said, go on those vacations, go on those trips, have some of the nice things and everything.
Right.
Mm.
I didn't have to worry about, I mean, my parents paid for me going to daycare
Mm-hmm.
and so many other things.
And daycare when my daughter was 2, for her, DHS paid $240 a month. I had to pay $145 a month for just my daughter. When my son went in, because he went in at 6 weeks so that I could go back to work because deadbeat dad. And they fixed it where my son's classroom per month was over $500. Yeah, you were paying almost $200 a week for infants.
At
My
that
daughter
point, you're
was
paying
a
Dakota
2.5 to 3-year-old toddler.
Shut up, Ed.
Her room was $180 a month, $180 a week. So you multiply 220 plus 180 times 4. DHS only subsidized 3.5 weeks.
Damn, that's a lot, Tank.
Yeah.
Now she's saying the oxygen is like $265 a month.
Yeah.
With the insurance. Damn.
And well, she can't.
And that's another discussion. Don't even get me started on insurance issues with this country. That's a whole other ball game.
I
Yeah,
can't
Along with don't get me started on the inflation. I mean, we could be here for more than longer you want to go.
Tank is older than Mater, and she has less than 10% on both of her lungs total. That's so she needs oxygen to live.
Yeah.
And
Right.
she can't afford it because of the
Right.
medical system, and they won't, like she said, she can't get disability. The
You
only
can't
way
get one
she'll
of those
get it is if-
concentrators that you carry around that
no,
takes the natural
she can't
air
get
and
any
brings
of
it
that.
to oxygen.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Now for
Okay,
me,
I'm sorry. She's telling total it's 38.
18 to
42%.
23. Okay.
Now up
Okay.
like this.
I do apologize.
Now what was it about 2 months ago? I looked into seeing about getting health insurance, something like that. And I was looking into it. This is before everything really, really went bad for me.
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
got I went on a website and everything and put in the numbers, and they said, okay, well, here's what we can get you. And I was looking at, I think it was just over $100 a month
Yeah.
to get health insurance.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm going, that's the main reason why I don't have health insurance because I can't bloody afford it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually been procrastinating on one of my emails from AAA here, and it's paperwork about life insurance, medical insurance, things of that nature. Important paperwork ASAP
Yeah.
because they want me to, even if you're declining, and
They want that.
they need it in, and I'm like, that's fine. I said, how much does it cost for medical? Well, you get paid every 2 weeks, so it would be $265. And basically, what we cover is if you're in the hospital. If you have to go to the doctor, you're still paying for that. Any prescriptions, you still pay for that. And I said, so why do I have insurance?
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
said, because I want to go to the doctor before I have to get
And I'll be honest,
admitted.
Tank, when worse comes to worse and your husband does pass away, you're going to get minimal disability because
Yeah.
they don't.
damn.
Yes. Yeah. See, 1,200 a year. Insurance is 1,500 a month.
Yeah.
There's a
And
lot of people that says I'd rather take the fine because
It's cheaper.
it's cheaper. Yeah, it's
yeah.
cheaper. And that's what I was doing when that thing first came out, where if you didn't have health insurance for the year, the IRS would tax you, fine you a penalty. I'm going, fine. That penalty is a lot cheaper than what it would cost me to have the health insurance and never have to use any of it.
Mhm.
This is why me and Miss Money, or me and Susie, we stay right under the radar, and I'll explain what I mean. So I'm working, and you guys know that I can work anywhere from 65 to 70 hours a week, fully going once I'm back to work. So they pay all the overtime and everything. And people are like, well, how do you still make that much money, but yet you still get all the stuff from the state? And what I mean by the state is my medical insurance, where I pay absolutely nothing for nothing. They take care of everything, all my meds, everything is covered. How that happens is there's a reason she doesn't go to work. As soon as she goes to work, now I just became a bottom line of a new bracket to where now I've got to pay for my own insurance, everything
Mhm.
of that nature. So as long as she stays out of work and I stay the only one working, we're right
Yeah.
there at the top to where we can live happily and where I can save money to move out to Maters and get the house built and everything, start the business and everything. And so that is how. So there is ways of getting around it. You just got to you really got to know your finances, and you
Hey,
really got to
Kelly.
know taxes, and you really got to know what some of the laws are in your state. So that's how, because I've had people ask me,
Yeah.
they're like, but you have state insurance. Yeah, I do. All four of us have state insurance, and it just got I bring it, and we just got renewed for the next year. So I don't have to worry. And
Yeah.
so
Remind me. I need to
everybody's.
talk to you about that.
Yeah, and
We can talk backstage after we're done.
that's something I know I looked in on, and I can't even get that. That's gonna be too damn much.
Because Crystal, not you're not working outside the house, right? So it's just Mater that does work outside the house when he's actually able
Yeah,
to go to work. Because they don't count your son's income for anything when your son was at the gas station or anything.
I
No.
never put
Okay.
him down on any paperwork.
But they do count your mother-in-law's disability or retirement
Mhm.
or whatever she gets.
yeah,
And that's
Okay.
probably right where you just became at the second bracket at the cutoff.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's where. So, but we'll talk about it later. But I think that's
yeah.
where that's going to.
And speaking of which, there's a phone call I've been trying to put off for a while, and I do need to make it.
All right. Well, you get
Okay,
yourself,
well,
make
I'll
it, me
drop
and
you
Chris will
down
talk.
then. I won't take you out. I'll just drop you down, okay?
All right.
All right, bye. By
Have
the
fun
way,
with that phone call.
well, he's in the back. He's been trying to get a hold of the city because he owes like 900 in fines.
Oh, for the tall grass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's been telling me about that.
But see, he's been home and he hasn't done anything. I get that he's hurting and stuff, but he can also, like, now it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He's feeling better. He could. Ooh, pardon me. He could have got out there, but
Yeah, but that could be said about everybody there. So.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
But no, that's where different laws, different states have their own. But that's where I've learned how to fly under the radar a little bit when I'm trying to save money like we are now. But to get out there and everything. But we had $1,500 saved up until my surgery showed up, and now we're doing everything not to touch any of it. But
Yeah.
that was basically one paycheck anyway. So.
I'm fixing to figure out a job I can do down here and start back to work at the bare minimum just to get the cars legal.
How much is that going to cost you for the truck alone?
I don't know what the truck is going to cost. I know last year it cost $25.50 for the inspection on the car, so it should be the same for the inspection on the truck, and it cost $57 for the tags on the car. The truck, I have no idea. Yeah.
Well, because you have smog there, so you've got to put them both through the inspection, correct?
Yeah, we've got them running both through inspection. That won't be a big deal. It's tires, which is $80, and that one tail light. So
Yeah, they'll get you on both of those, so that's gonna.
yeah.
So you're looking at what, 200 to 300 to get them both going?
Well, the tail light is going to be paid for. Yeah, it's the inspection, registration, and county and state fees
Now,
for Texas. The inspection is the $25.50. The registration and all that includes all the county and state fees. All that is thrown into one.
are you having the? Oh no, down there in Texas, is the registration fee? Is it all the same amount, no matter what vehicle, or is it different per vehicle?
The newer the vehicle, the higher the price.
Okay, because in some states it's just one flat, whatever.
Yeah, I know. So no, like I know his caliber is going to be probably about a couple of bucks less from last year, but the truck I don't know because it's a 2017.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know your truck was that new. By way, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you guys have got the. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's crew cab F-150. So, or not F-150, it's a crew cab Dodge. Which I need to go out there because I've got some stuff in there. Yeah, that's what I loved about Oklahoma, no inspections. I literally would go down and pay for one little sticker to go on my license plate. And that was it. Yeah, I mean, I can go on the website and look it up. It wouldn't be that big a deal. I'm just not. So, but I would have to go back to work and get at least 2 40-hour paychecks in to be able to go to get everything. All right, bye, Jeannie. Oh, I hope she gets better, sweetheart. That's not a good thing to be happening, but you go, and we're praying for her. Are you ready to come back up, sweetheart? Up or no? Okay.
All right. Thursday at 12:30. Get a phone call.
Okay. From the doctor?
Returning.
That one.
Yeah. Yep. I just got the text message for it. So that seems right now it seems to be about the only way to do it. Unfortunately.
All right, that was my son-in-law calling.
So how's all the grandbabies?
The 2-year-old is great, and my daughter is 8 months pregnant, or 7, yeah, almost 8 months pregnant with the granddaughter, and we have the baby shower for her November 15th at the neighbor's house, and it's all pink.
Duh. You're having a girl.
No, they went more pink than I think a normal girl goes pink. Oh boy.
All right. Well, Billy, like I was just telling Crystal, Thursday at 12:30, I got the attorney going to be calling me.
Oh, for your fines?
No,
No.
chapter 7.
For what?
Chapter 7. The free consultation.
Yeah, it's free until you decide to do it.
Yeah, well.
Sometimes there's nothing wrong with bankruptcy if you use it the correct way. Now, I'm not going to get into politics. It's not my channel, because my channel, I get into it.
If you use it for the reasons that it was designed for you to use it, because you have no choice. You broke.
Right, because you fall into that, and then, that's where Trump got slammed back in 2016 when they were all hitting him hard. Well, how many times did you file bankruptcy? Well, the guys that were standing up there and the gals that were standing up there with him during this debate, and he plainly said, you guys are the ones that made the laws. If you don't like the way you made the law, then why did you make it to begin with? Because all I did was a U.S. citizen that used it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you like the way I use it or not is not up for discussion, because everybody's got their own story. You guys made the law, so...
Right, and there's different, and the thing about it is with bankruptcy, there's different ones depending upon, and believe it or not, what's real funny is they actually have one that cities can actually file. Yeah. Have you ever heard of a city actually filing for bankruptcy? But it's legal where they can do it. Now, like I told Crystal, I've done it twice. I've had to go through it twice, unfortunately. I'm going, well, I guess I'll have to go through it again because everything that's been going on. Because right now, figuring it's about 25,000 medical bills, somewhere between 20 to 25,000.
Something like that.
And Tank, it's been let's see, it's been over 12 years since I've had to do it. That I know for sure. Well over 12 years. Probably 14 or 15 years.
All I know is it was before me.
Yeah, it was way before her. Yep. Well, the thing about it is, Tank, is that I'm half owner legally on the property. My mom was the other half owner. But we're still trying to work on trying to get it to where I can get everything into my name legally and everything. Of course, we've already gone through the process with an attorney to have Crystal and myself be power of attorney and everything.
How much is the attorney going to cost you if you decide to go?
That's
it varies.
We'll find out Thursday.
Right. Everything will vary on something like that. They say where you could pay, I think 3 to 6. It total is going to be $1,000 or less.
Tank, they will count her money, but they will also discount it at the same time because that is her money and she has separate bills she has to pay that are not connected with anything of his.
Right.
Arnie, if you have paperwork, you get a hold of you have receipts for her making payments, or if she sent them through the bank, you get copies of those payments and you call the people that are coming after her and you say, hey, what do I need you to resolve this because he's making payments. I need you to back off because if you don't, I'm going to turn around and sue you for harassment. And you tell them, I want to solve it. And then you show that proof and they won't be able to do anything. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, or $150. If she's making some kind of payment, then they can't come after her.
Right. And it's like for me, I've got to do something. Because I know if I got the medical bills coming after me, I've also got all the credit cards want to come after me and everything else, and they're not really. They're wanting. Some of them are willing to work with me. The only problem is, without being able to work and everything right now, I can't pay them. That's the biggest problem that I've got. Because yesterday, before 12 o'clock, I'd already made, 3 trips to the bathroom?
That's what you said, because I fell back asleep.
Right. But the thing about it is, that would not be good if I was at work because of where, what I do and everything. By the time I get all the PPE off and get to the front of the building where the restroom is at, I probably get about halfway there, and then it's like, hey, I'm gonna hit the time clock. I gotta go home.
Yep.
That's exactly what happens. Is that it's been having a case of diarrhea or loose, whatever you want to call it.
So your boss is okay with you being out again?
Not really. Sorry. I didn't know the volume was up on that.
Oh, hey, Dad. Oh, my goodness, son.
But, yeah, that's something that, I've been discussing with Crystal for about, almost 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
And I've had the attorney actually looked in on it and everything. And I've had this one attorney sending me emails and everything. So, okay, fine. Let me call him and get it all set up. So that's a phone call I made before. I had to get that done before 5 o'clock. Of course, tomorrow I've got to find the other paperwork, and I got to be in court tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the third fine.
So how long have you been out of work this time, later?
What, about 4 weeks?
Yeah.
4.5 weeks.
About the entire month.
Yeah.
How long did you go back to work for? A couple of weeks or so? You were fine?
About a week and a half.
About a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. And it all started coming back again. And then, of course, making that other trip to the ER and everything on that Sunday evening. And that, like I said, they did that CT scan, and that time they did it with the contrast, and that wasn't even showing anything.
Yeah. And the doctor was more worried about him smoking than he was what he went in there for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love those doctors.
Well, the nurse kind of caught it when, because when all this first started happening back in May, he went to Hope Clinic, and apparently that doctor
that was actually after going to the ER here in Ennis.
Yeah, and that doctor was a sports medicine doctor. So she's like, well, quit. He said that all she told him was to quit smoking, and she got there, stayed there.
Yeah.
I said, he said, you should have come. I was like, yeah. Well, this ER doctor did that. The nurse kind of caught it where I said, yeah, he had a doctor do that same thing and said, if I'd been there, I would have put her through the wall. And I'm not too happy right now. The nurse is she was sitting there writing, and she goes.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, I can't remember, it was the second or third time that we went to the ER there in Waxahachie for Baylor, and we told the doctor there, said, well, the first doctor here in Ennis said, oh, I've got IBS. And she kind of goes, what? That that we can only conclude on by practice of elimination.
That was the third visit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Arnie,
basically, they couldn't determine if I had IBS from the get go.
no. Arnie,
And
get all that paperwork and talk to them. Hi, Angela. Because
now,
you need to tell them that, hey, we've been making payments, but now you're coming after me. Are they coming after the full bill or a partial bill? Because if they're coming after the full bill, then that means that they're not getting the payments.
now
And you need to track it down through your bank.
Now, I will put it like this, Billy, is that I don't remember who it was. I think it was on Tom Dobie's live stream, and they were talking about it and everything. And I think Cajun had actually mentioned about someone that he knew, almost going through the same process I'm going through, almost the same symptoms. They kept doing the CT scans, everything showed good and everything. The guy kept complaining, having the almost same kind of symptoms. They finally wound up going in and doing exploratory surgery. And they found out what the problem was that was causing it. It was his gallbladder, after all. It had gone septic. Even though on the CT scans it was showing fine, it was the gallbladder that was causing the whole problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, as soon as he wound up having that done, there went the whole problem.
Okay. Arnie, find out if those checks were cashed and make sure that they were cashed by the company that they were written to. And if they weren't, the bank can go after them, after whoever cashed them for theft. And yeah, because you have a copy of what check you wrote to, or the check number to them, you're going to have to go to your bank, track the checks. If they were cashed by the paramedic company, you have your bank send you a piece of paper. Don't email it, send an actual paper letter with that is stamped by the notary. And you after you get that verbal verification, you call the paramedic company and say, yeah, here you were given this check number, and this check number, and it was cashed. So I called my bank, and it was cashed, towards you, towards your account. So you need to find out what's going on, because that's X amount of money that, it's 200, 300, whatever she has paid that has gone missing.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, there's
They
many
can
ways to
email
find
a
a paper
copy,
trail.
but if he has a notarized copy sent to him, it's a whole that's more admissible in court.
Yep.
Both of them are admissible, but the other one's, oh, well, you got this notarized. Cool. That's going to go. That's going to go up higher on the evidence list. So, yeah, I'm thinking about taking him to the hospital after his doctor's appointment and saying, here, y'all guys figure out what the F is wrong with him, because I can't deal with him anymore. He's too grumpy, too gripey, and his entire personality has changed.
Yep.
And it's somewhere in his digestive system.
So it's, something, because definitely I've got something that's going on. Exactly what it is, I don't know. And neither is the doctor. Nobody's figured it out yet.
So, but yeah, it's just.
How do
Yeah.
If I really
you?
wanted to, I'd go dump him today. Though I'm not sure I can make it to the hospital without having to clean the truck out.
Yeah. Well, you might. You should.
It's a
And that's
maybe.
also another thing is,
Honey,
I've been gaining weight, but yet I don't have an appetite. I don't eat that much.
Uh, hey, sweetheart, can you
Yeah.
go check next door for what you took out earlier?
Yeah, I can. Just a minute.
Okay. Uh,
Because it's been 3 hours.
hasn't been quite that long. Oh, yeah. I am liking how this sweet roll frosty is working up.
Do you?
Well, look at it, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tank, you have fun. Stay safe. Yeah, I'm
All
an
right.
hour behind you, so tell hubby hi.
See you, Tank.
Have a good one.
But talk screen.
No, they haven't. I mean, they've run blood. They've done the blood work. They've done urine. They've done the CT scans. But the only thing I haven't done is pulled my hair and done a DNA on that one yet.
Thank you. And I've got one more color, which is you really can't see it. It's a gray. It's a neutral. It's a kind of a gray colors. And then I go back to the center one, and it's just the moss stitch in a square that I normally do. And since I have 5 cakes in here at 245 yards, and I have 3 more on the front porch I have to go track down. So this is the Sweet Roll Frosty in Jack Frost. I have some sprinkle cakes and some spun colors and stuff out front. So
What uh, what's for dinner tonight?
I've got chicken. I've got to see if it's
It should be
yeah.
thawed by now.
Well, it's been in the icebox. I don't know. And you would have to call my phone because I put it up. I don't know where I put it.
That's
Found it.
normal. All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's almost 2,000 yards of this particular yarn and colorway. Yeah, well, it's going to take me a minute. But I have another one that's similar to that I've got just under 1,000 yards. So
Oh my goodness.
ooh, yeah, no, that's no fun.
Oh.
Yeah, his mother gets those regularly, and of course she never says anything. So, but yeah, but since the chicken was in the bottom of the icebox, I don't know if it thawed completely. So
Excuse me.
that you or Bella?
That was me.
Okay. So, oh yeah, I've got to quit starting stuff, but that's going with me to. That's my concession blanket. which next concession I won't even be able. I'll be lucky to put about 3 stitches in it because it's for Halloween. It's a Halloween concession.
Mhm.
Well, to be politically correct, it is now Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
So now, he got he got shanghaied.
Yep. Unfortunately.
The head of my my crochet group, has told him that he is helping us, like he like it or not.
Wow.
Okay, Mary, concession it's a concession stand. My crochet and knit group that I go to on Thursdays, part of the month, is connected. We do the Ellis County Equine Association. We do a concession for them when they have events. So that we do hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos, Frito pie, chili or not. We have a brisket that's done, and corn dogs, French fries.
Chili fries.
Yeah, we can put chili and cheese on these because they're in crock pots.
Yep.
And all that. It basically, if we have it, and I have brisket nachos, which is you make the nachos only instead of putting chili on it, you put brisket on it.
Yep. It comes out
And yeah, it's $7 for the brisket sandwich. If you want a brisket basket, which is fries and a drink, it's $10. We are having that on our Halloween. Ow. Owie, yow. Sorry.
so come Monday night. Yeah.
Yeah,
And of
next
course,
Monday.
yeah. And of course, my car kind of got volunteered to be part of the trunk or treat.
And somebody found decorations that are specifically made for a Dodge Caliber.
Oh boy. Who found those?
And they got them.
Like I said, who found them?
I don't know. But we do concession about 4 or 5 times. We do it once to twice a month, depending on how the events are set up at the church.
Yep.
Because we're a cowboy church.
Yep.
And I did concession not 3 days ago. Yeah, it was. It was on the 22nd. I was at the church right before 6 o'clock in the morning, and I did not get home until 6:30.
Yep.
But we did decent for for everything. Well,
No, you
most of them bring breakfast, so sausage biscuits and biscuit and gravy is not really that big a seller. But we sold out. We sold out of the first batch. We had to make another batch, and out of 8 cans or 5 cans of biscuits, 8 each, there was basically 1 can left.
Damn.
And about maybe 6 or 8 tablespoons of gravy.
Well, I'll tell you this. I've got a little bit of a problem
But
right now.
well, since you got to go next door and check on the clothes, you can come in and get your coffee.
I can do that, but I got something else to do too while I'm inside.
Just be quiet about it. Well, he's going to go over there to that door, which is so just be quiet about it. Which is why I have the baby monitor turned down. But yeah, if y'all guys hear me on my live streams or some of the other live streams talking about I'm doing concessions, so I can't be on long, or if somebody's doing the Saturday stream, I won't be there because I'm at concession. I was there 12 hours Saturday, so yeah, no, because they put me in charge of everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Last time I was just in charge of the money. Hi, Brim Michelle. Okay, so Arnie, you know to cut back on your sugar. Sorry about that. I just now caught his. Ugh. Yeah, I've been having a blonde day. But I got 40 minutes left, so what's up in your neck of the woods besides your doctor saying, no, come visit?
The supervisor now tells me that I can't go back to work without the
Paperwork.
saying that I'm fully done, which I'm not because I can barely stand up because they dug so bad on my right side that now it's all my muscles are pulled and I can't even hardly walk.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
the issue we're having with recovery right now. Other than not having the car because they came and took the car because somebody else needed to use it. So now I can't really get to the store and get anything right now without using the neighbor. Other than that, we're fine.
now you know Walmart does deliver, but it takes a little extra money.
Yeah, I know, but bad enough I do the pickup today.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes. Other than that, that's where we're at. It's just
Okay. Hi,
healing
Arnie.
and
I told you
Crystal.
he'd be going through.
other than that, just healing and taking it day by day, and I'm gonna go find me something to eat here in a little bit because I'm probably
Well,
gonna make
as soon as we
dinner.
sit down, I've got to go figure out what we're eating. So
I already know what we're eating. We're gonna be eating pork chops, baked beans, and butter and herb noodles. I already know what we're gonna be eating.
honestly, I thought about doing making some rice and then we've got some soups in there. I I know I have a beef consomme and a French onion. I thought about mixing those together and heating them.
Well, you've enjoyed what I made the past couple of days.
Yeah, made her cooked and it was good.
Yeah, but I'll never get my crown back again. Damn it.
Thank God. Ed, the old tech guy, had crowned him one of the worst cook he knew.
Yeah,
He has been beaten. Somebody else has beaten him. Thank God.
damn it. As much as I like to get my crown back,
You get that crown back and I'm going to hurt you.
promise.
You open that door.
Well, at least if I hurt him, I'll make him like it. Yeah, just leave it there. No, it's somebody made a Mexican inspired meatloaf. And I was good with it till he put the beans on it. That was just no.
Oh, Layla.
No
Son,
phone warmer today? Or she did that earlier?
To what?
Arnie, was Layla a phone warmer today?
Yeah.
I thought so. I saw some cat cursing in the stream earlier.
And and from the very top of her tree, she just jumped right off of it onto the floor.
If she can make it safe, okay. Kid decided to jump from 4.5 foot in the air yesterday, and when she did, she flipped and landed on her back. We heard
Oh.
her, my son and I heard a whoomp. I'm like, oh my Lord, is she? She got up and moved. I was like, okay, she's okay. But yeah,
Yeah, because the cat tree is as tall as me, and she jumped down from that level.
yeah, but she's also an adult cat. This one is 7 or 8 months old.
Yeah.
7 months old. So, and she hasn't quite hit her full growth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's so. But yeah, we've got to switch stuff up when we do the Halloween concession because last year the way it was set up, we had a log jam.
We're doing Light the Night here. There's 10 churches getting together, and we're going to have outdoor singing. They have the stage, the sound, the speakers, everything going. It's in the Scooters parking lot, which I know you guys don't know what that is, but Scooters is a mini golf, go-kart, arcade, batting cages area that we have here. We're going to be doing it in their parking lot.
Sports complex.
And we're going to have over 65 games from 10 churches.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there's also going to be people walking around that are narcotics detectives because of if parents are afraid of
the safety
all
issue.
they're going to have a table set up to where people will check the candy. They won't know who's checking it, but all the people at that table will be narcotic detectives checking candy.
Yeah. Well,
You wouldn't say that after what I saw on Facebook today. Parent opened up their the kids' candy and everything. Inside of it was a note that says, "Hey, we've been trying to get a hold of you about your car's warranty."
You would find something like that.
he
It
would.
was on Facebook. It was. I saw that and go, "Oh my god!"
See now, somebody could be a smart aleck and go in and print a bunch of those and fold them in half and hand them out with the candy just to be a jerk.
Yeah,
What
but
we need to do Monday?
No. You won't even hook the printer up for me to use, so no.
It's hooked up. Just I think needs ink.
No, it's not hooked up. You've never plugged it into the tower.
Oh.
So, you want to revise that verbiage?
I think I had it at one time hooked up, but
You did. Then we got your mom a new computer.
yeah, I know. I'm saying I think I've had it hooked up to that one, but well, then it might not hook up to it. I don't know. I don't remember why.
You unhooked it and never bothered hooking it back up because your mom wasn't printing anything. Whoop! Run!
I can always find out.
Yeah. But
I got copy. Knew you forgot something.
But we're gonna have trunk or treat, cakewalk, face painting, and I don't know what else because those are just the three that I know.
They'll have
The girls group are involved with.
Well, they'll also have the train rides. They'll have the horse walking. I know they'll have. They should have the mechanical bull out there.
bless you.
I'm trying to think of what
Bless
else.
you.
Because it's basically been the same thing for the past several years.
Yeah, and they get to walk up to trunks and get candy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which we got to get that tire fixed so it's drivable.
Yeah, I know. I've got to figure out what's wrong with it.
So.
But yeah, because for me, being with that motorcycle ministry, we always got to be part of parking. We'd stand out front, tell everybody where to go park, and hand them the little flyer give you the list of what was going on and times and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I got a phone call asking if Mater would get in on security if he knew anyone. I was like, well, why don't you go ahead and ask the biker group again? She's like, what? I was like, yeah. I said they did a decent job for the past few years. I said, ask them again. The worst they can do is tell you no. Yeah. She asked me flat out if Mater and I would have a problem with it. I said no. I said because they're going to be outside doing their job. I said the only thing that they have to realize and have to deal with is that I'm on concession, that I'm in there dealing with food and money. More money than anything. I said they will, if they want to order, they will have to deal with me. But if they treat me politely, I will treat them polite. I won't do or say anything to cause any problems.
As
She goes,
long as Trouble Child didn't do anything.
no. Well, even if she's there, as long as they act
I know
like,
what I'm saying. As long as Trouble Child doesn't cause a problem.
oh yeah, well, sorry, but yeah, I mean, if she gets him to come out there, she gets him to come out there. That would be nice, but I don't know. Otherwise, it's probably going to be the gunslingers or something.
Yeah.
And she may have tagged you for a runner.
Well, Billy, he may be out there. Not this one.
No, the one that just got the trike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't doubt that.
Because up like this, whenever you see him out walking around, he's got something black hanging
Yeah,
out.
he carries.
Yeah, he carries. During church service.
Yeah, he's carried it in and around inside church.
Oh yeah, I know. Of course, now I could probably do the same thing if I wanted to. They wouldn't have a problem with me doing that.
Tink has one. She carries.
Maybe I need to get a strap for that black rifle I got there in the cabinet. For that, the one that reach out and touch someone. Lay out there in the back pasture.
All right, what are you doing? This is the second time I've heard the cops go through.
It's Arnie's fault, not mine.
No, that sounds like a mater.
They're not that far from.
That is
Hey
something.
guys, I've only got a lit cigarette.
But
Yeah,
you're
they
smoking those expensive sticks. That's what it is. That should be a crime in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much is it per carton?
Yeah.
Bless
you.
Exactly.
Bless you.
About $85.
Thank you.
80, 85, something like that. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
You just stop smoking until I get out there, then you'll have the money. We can just redo both houses at one time. Crystal's like, no, it's not such a bad idea.
Well, as long as I've been doing it and everything, that's the only thing keeping me from hurting somebody at times, besides coffee.
Besides coffee.
Yeah, but what would happen if you laid a hand on me?
I'd really be in the hospital.
Well, they definitely find out what's wrong with you.
Well, she didn't complain about me laying a hand on her last night.
No, because that helped my back and my belly.
Gastroenteritis.
No, that was the night before with him.
Arnie got it. He's the only one up here that got it.
No, I got her good on that. The thing about it was one of those silent but very deadly ones.
Not last night, but night before. Literally, I went from laying on my side to laying on my back. So I moved the covers. I came this close to sleeping in the craft room because of what he'd let loose up under the covers. Whoo!
There was one time, 3 days straight, I kept letting them go. No matter what I did, it just wouldn't stop.
Exactly. I think that's what he was doing all night.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but the bad thing about it was if she went out to the craft room, I might have joined her because it was bad enough even for me.
Nope.
You know, Mater or Crystal, vice versa, whatever this is. If you wake up the next morning and the other one's gone, just come knock on the door because they're probably there at the guest room.
Well, no, my craft room is literally what 40 foot from where I'm sitting at.
No, it's not even that far.
Yeah, it literally. I get up and instead
Maybe
of going to the bathroom, I'm right there.
Well, up like this, there was one time when I was working for CVS, and I was out in the middle of the dock area, and nobody around. It's like I had that. It was like, okay, nobody was around. I let it go and everything. I walked away. I started walking one direction. Here comes the supervisor. We start walking back the same direction and everything. And all of a sudden he goes, "Oh my God, what is that smell?"
How is Mr. Mia doing?
It was lingering still.
Maya's doing okay.
Did they ever find out what's going on with the tumor?
Friday we take him back to the vet. I tried to get a day sooner and couldn't, so it'll be this Friday.
Okay, I thought it was supposed to be like Monday or Tuesday. Okay.
That's what that's said, but my mom waited too long to call, so I called and got an appointment as soon as I could.
Yeah.
Oh, stop grumbling.
Sounds like baby girl. No, I have no problem sleeping in my craft room because my chair reclines. I just need to move it out a few foot and then lean back. And that's all good. And surprisingly, the kitten does not try and climb in my lap, and neither does my adult cat.
Oh, that's good.
Hi, Jane. We had problems earlier, so I had to take down the link.
Yep.
I did get a hold of Mary, and she has your address. So you'll be expecting a package later.
Package.
Yeah.
Package.
Ow, right on my foot.
No. So.
Package.
Yeah, well.
I won't be over here playing with this camera trying to figure this out. I don't know what they did to it.
Okay, just don't blow it up.
About to blow it up.
Hey, money. And by the way, one thing that I learned today
Yeah.
is that how good the audio and everything this camera picked up. I was back a good 12 feet away from it,
Yeah.
and they had no problem hearing me. And even the drill I was using was making too much noise.
Ooh. Popcorn shrimp. That sounds good.
What's the address? We'll be right over.
No. Got a flat tire in the car, and we can't take your mom in the truck.
Who said Mom? It's just gonna be you and I.
You got to feed your mother has to be fed too, and she has not had supper.
I know.
The only reason she had lunch was because I walked in and while you were making your burrito. Hi, Gloria.
And that was coming. That was my brunch.
That was after 1 o'clock.
Yeah, like I said, that was my brunch, breakfast and lunch.
Anyway, she wouldn't have had that had I not came in and told and said, "Here, do this."
Well, I would have found something.
I know. But yeah,
I gotta reorganize this area.
I don't know. I know I've got chicken in there.
Hey, Renegade.
Hi, Renegade.
Hello.
Mater said you had a very good stream,
Yep.
and that he was being a noisy nuts.
Only when I was back over. Well, I did learn something about that tiller and how bad Cajun wants the engine off of it. He said that he'd be willing to pay the $30 shipping to have it sent out.
$30
or whatever it would cost. He'd like to have this engine.
Send Johnny up here to come and get it.
But
Right.
oh no. But I did find out information on it. Find out what kind of engine it. Found out it was made January 17th of '91, or at least that's when the stamping was made for it.
Ah,
Yeah. Found out what kind of Briggs and Stratton engine's on there, and I think he said it's about a 5.5 horse, something like that.
yeah. For a tiller, that's actually
Yeah,
decent size. It's not small, but it's not oversized.
right. But the fact is, he gave me the part number to get the carburetor fixed, and I called over to the Moore place in Waxahachie, and they said, "Yeah, we only got 9 of them in stock at $3.99 a piece."
How much?
$3.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
309 pennies.
Yeah.
So I can go over there and get that. All it is the diaphragm,
Huh.
which this thing is, 31 years old, and it's all too brittle. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. From what I heard, it was a good stream. I just heard it was that somebody was being a little noisy person.
Only for when I was over there with the drill. But I was just saying the fact is that the microphone on this camera is that good and sensitive, where it picks up the sound, and they didn't have any problem hearing me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's not bad for a what I say about a $55 camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what both of mine cost me is 55 a piece.
Now I got it's the J5.
Mine is part of an $80 Chromebook,
Yeah,
and it was refurbished when we bought it for my daughter.
Mine is. Oh, come on.
focus. Next to go.
Yeah.
Now, does that have a built-in microphone in on it, or?
They do have built-in microphones. I just turn them off.
Oh, well, see, for me, I've got mine where it's set up for the off the camera because, whereas this computer, it didn't come with a monitor. I had to go buy the monitor, and the monitor doesn't have a camera or a microphone. So the only way to use it was I had to go get a camera.
Yeah, which then I spent $20 on this stand here. Which I just have.
Yeah. That's actually on my Amazon wish list. It's $20 there.
It's actually they're actually really sturdy and decent.
Yeah.
Just don't try to put a Canon or anything on these. If you're going to use it for like the stronger cameras, you're going to want to get the next level, which is like 45 on the sturdiness. That's about how much they cost. Because then they hold up to more pounds. Because these are only for cell phones and webcams.
Yeah. That's
Anything heavier than a cell phone, they won't hold.
yeah.
So then what, I was gonna say, what camera you got right now besides that Nexigo?
Just the Nexigos.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how were you able to take a picture of it? Is what I'm asking.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying. If you only got one, how are you showing a picture of
I
it?
know.
No, who got 2 of them?
I know.
Two.
Okay.
It's just on a little bitty baby tripod.
Tripod. Okay.
Here's what sits on my desk that faces the back part of the wall.
Yeah. The clamp tripod holder that he's showed. Jane sent me the link for that when I did that pop-up live.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, okay, hold up.
Because this way, if I'm doing a study this way, and if I have my back turned, it's a little rude. So that way we can go here.
And we can see part of your face so we can
part of my
talk.
face. Well, that's why I'm trying to adjust all the cameras in there.
Yeah.
Because what you don't see above here, well, I'll take it off. Because up here, even if I do this at night, this has LED lights over the book thing.
Mm.
that I just clip on, and then this thing lights up like Christmas over here. And but you can't see them because of the glare out the window. But then the
Yeah, that's
Bible, and then the study guide that I'm doing right now, which is about faith. And we're doing the prayer one from Kenneth E. Hagin.
all right.
But that's what I'm working on. I'm in chapter 2 right now. And I kind of do this by myself, and then the new Bible I just bought.
Mm-hmm.
That goes along with the digital Bible. But then, so that's that way. If I'm over this way, I'm not necessarily going this way. That way, I'm trying to angle the camera to where you can see from both, no matter which way I have the camera. But I'm just now getting back to where I can start doing the videos and setting things up, because first week was strictly on the couch. I got to sit up to go pee. I didn't even go to the bathroom to pee. They sent me home from the hospital with some of those urinals or whatever you want to call those things that they hang in your bed. And so finally I'm able to now go to the bathroom, because I can walk a little bit with the walker, which is the walker that I'm using. It is right here.
Yeah, something similar like what my mom
Man, I need
used.
to clean the floor. It's more dirty. Beat these kids.
Yeah, it's a rolling walker.
Yeah.
So you can actually sit on it. Several ladies at church have them.
Yeah, so that's the one that we had in the storage. It was the first one we found. I have other ones. I have, all four wheels, and I have the gray ones they gave me in the hospital, but they were buried, and it's just the first one we found that I've been using. But so I'm using that to get around with right now until I can get back to my cane, which that's sitting over there by this, because that's been my recovery area. Yeah, circle chair. That's what I was talking about. That's what I've either been laying on the couch or I've been in a circle chair with all the pillows around.
Feedback from something.
Phone?
Well, I'm not hearing it right now. I'm hearing feedback. Unless that's on Arnie's end. So
Even the dog heard it. And now I've got headphones on. She heard it. Wow.
Yeah.
Enough. We're fixing it. Chill out.
Could have been on Arnie, because all of a sudden he wound
froze
up
up.
freezing and then dropped out.
No, so anyway, so that's what I've been. That's where my back's not against anything. It's just an open air, but top part of my back's against it, where my butt part is just open, and then I sit with my butt. So that little part where my staples are is open. So that's what I've been recovering on in that circle chair. My wife's happy. I finally got to lay down in the bed. I can finally lay straight without pillows or anything. I have to sit up with those pillows around.
She has her cuddle buddy back.
Yeah, I've been for the last 3 nights. I've been able to sleep in the bed now. So I have to have a pillow on my backside just so I don't roll too far. But every couple hours I have to get up just to turn myself over to lay back down, because it's hurting too much to lay on one side for too long. So other than that, that's how I've been with recovering and healing. I'm finally able to get back and sit up here, and so I'm gonna deal with these cameras and clean off this desk, because I let my son. That's what you see here. My son's been over here taking over my computer TV, because it's a 40-inch TV I use as a computer monitor. And so he set up his Wii U. Oh yeah, I run a 40-inch monitor. Miss Money runs a 40-inch monitor. The television, the living room TV is a 50-inch TV. Kiki has a 32-inch TV. She runs as her monitor along with her game. But he set up his Wii U so he could play over here his games while I was recovering. But that's why all his stuff's over here, crowding up my stuff. That's why I gotta get all his stuff moved and then reorganize everything.
Okay.
I don't know.
He went quiet. That's fine. Something. That just means something popped up.
Yep.
Ooh. Mm.
What was
Sorry, I
funny,
had
Mary? Which part was funny?
The
Do
guy.
what?
Oh, I was asking what Mary said was funny. It was like I have no idea what it was she said that was funny.
probably you vacating the bedroom because you're trying to fumigate it, and I left anyway.
Oh. Hey, it's like a doctor said one time, it's a natural bodily function.
Yeah, I mean, I may harass you about it, but I'm not going to be upset about it.
I know.
Miss Money showing me something.
Okay. Hi, sweet pea.
Or said, hi, sweet pea.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, sweetheart.
Well, I know, like I said, for me, I need to get out there into that travel trailer, and I gotta go hunt for something tonight. I gotta get a different power supply for operating this diesel heater, and on top of that, get a different base and everything set up for it. Because what I've got out there now worked at the beginning, but it's not stable enough.
Um,
Yes.
I'm just checking chat. There's not a lot going on right now, so
Yeah. Like I said, I know I was just trying to figure out what it was that Mary was referencing. That was funny. I hadn't seen her say what it was.
mm-hmm.
Unless it was like what you said about me running you out.
Okay, there's Arnie again.
I'm back.
Yay!
Yeah, I removed that one app on my phone because when someone calls it, it just takes over total control of the phone.
Ah.
Yeah, that's not good. Ugh. It's been almost 2 hours,
Yep.
which means it's bedtime.
Almost.
Hey, sweetheart,
Yes.
you want to go ahead and shut down out there and come check on your mom?
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, I'm hearing stuff, but I can't hear anything through the baby monitor because I've got that down, and what I'm hearing doesn't make sense.
Unless it's the other four-legged. It could be the four-legged critter making the noise.
Four-legged critter's about to get a butt beat.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I'll be right in.
okay, because you still got to help me figure out what's for dinner. Because I honestly don't know what I want to make.
Same with me. I'm not sure either.
Well, I know I've got chicken. I mean, I've got rice. I've got cream soup. So I can always cook some rice and combine it with some soups. And hey, there's a meal.
Yeah,
I've done that before. Many, many times.
I've done that many times. Cooked up rice and pulled out all the leftovers, threw it all in, and made a meal out of it.
Do you have a lighter color red? That way it looks like if it's on the bottom, it looks like a pants, and the top, if it's on the hat, it's just a two-tone hat. I mean, that one I think would be okay. Cool. Green. Green and burgundy works. Yeah, I don't have steak. But I have Yukon Gold potatoes. I don't have baked potatoes. Baking potatoes. I haven't had those in a while.
Yeah, I got steak, but it's frozen.
Mm.
Then you can't go.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That's fine, but I'm just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is gonna be shutting down anyway.
Yeah. About 4 minutes. 3 minutes.
Jake.
So, we'll go check. See what we got for dinner, because I mean, otherwise it's gonna be soup and rice.
Well, you got the chicken.
Well, is it thawed? That's the thing.
I don't know.
Yep. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Let me go check it.
Okay. I'm gonna look. He's mine, so okay. I'm gonna, and I can look at others as long as I only come back to him. He's the only one I want. Just because I look and appreciate doesn't mean I want him.
Bella.
Oh boy.
No, kill the puppy.
Like 70-30.
Killed a puppy.
No, I've already had to smack the kitten.
No, she was just joking.
I got her, and Mater got her too, because we cleaned off one counter, and so now I've got a stack of.
Jake. Here.
And we have a stack of
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
pellets. Well, we moved all the pots because we used them the other night. I used the biggest one last night for ramen and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Mater found her in that corner. And I came in. I found her in that corner. And I picked her up and I looked at her and she was not a happy kitten. I popped her on the head and told her no counter, bad cat. Popped her on the butt.
Dropped it on my hand without being told.
It's almost totally deep.
You're
I mean, it's still got a little bit of frozenness left to it.
Cook it.
You can still sit
Oh
there.
yeah, I can butterfly it and cook it, no problem.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's got enough where you can, if you're moving it and everything, you can hear it kind of crack, but
Yeah. Okay.
Maya, he was being a little stinker earlier. I would give him his pill and he would spit it out. So I give it to him again and he spit it out. And about 6 times I had to give it to him. And then it was like biting and clamping and all that because there was no one who was going to take that pill.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I got 15 seconds, so let's go ahead and say good night and get everything shut down. That way I can get in there and get food started.
Yeah.
All right, Arnie.
Bye, everyone, and we'll catch everyone next time.
Have a good night, everybody. God bless.
All right, bye guys. Stay safe. I'd say behave, but I know most of y'all better. It don't work that way.
I can't wait till you're better.